Happy Thursday, everybody. This is Donald Leonard, your certified real estate coach, and this is our Thursday Thrust. Now, this is the third in our series of videos regarding the equation thoughts lead to our feelings lead to our actions, and our actions lead to our results. And so with this being the third in the series, today we're going to talk about the third component, or action. So we think of the thoughts as being the mental part of this equation. We think of the feelings being the emotional part of this equation, and action is the physical part. All three things have to work together in order to get the results that we're looking for. Our mental part has to be in place and strong. Our emotional side has to be in place and strong. And then once we have that foundation in place, the physical part of it, the things that we do, will confirm the other two. So we talk about the actions being the physical part, the things that we have to do in order to truly become successful. Because that's what this equation is all about. I have to think I'm going to be successful first, and then if I think it long enough, I'm going to start feeling it. If I feel it long enough, I'm going to start believing it, and when I finally start believing it, then that means I'm going to make sure that that comes true. And the way that I'm going to make sure that comes true is by taking the action that I need to take in order for that to happen. Because this physical part is going to be a confirmation of the rest of it. If I feel that I'm going to be successful in this business, then I will be. And I'll make sure that I take the steps and do the things that I need to determine what the right steps are in order to become successful. If I don't believe I'm going to be successful, then the same thing is going to happen. I'm going to be taking steps that will confirm exactly what I believe. Because, hey, I don't want to be wrong. One way or another, I'm going to be right. I'm either going to be right in that I knew I was going to be successful and I became successful, or I really didn't think I was going to be, and by golly, I'm right, I'm not. So these action steps, what do I have to do in order to become successful? Well, it's not exactly the same thing for each and every person in real estate because everybody's business is a little bit different. But we do know that there are certain things that we all have to do in this business in order to become a success in this business. We know we have to take care of our clients. Well, what does that entail? Well, it entails all those things that agency relationship that we created entails. We have to be obedient, we have to be loyal, we have to disclose, we have to keep our information confidential, we have to offer advice, we have to offer opinion. So all those things are pretty much the same from one person to the next. But the action steps as to how am I going to create my business, where is my business going to come from, that's different for each and every person. And so you can't just lay out and say, okay, it's going to go this way and we're going to do this and we're going to do that. We are going to have to take each person individually, look at where their comfort level is, and decide what action steps are necessary for them to become successful. Some real estate agents are perfectly fine knocking on doors and cold calling. Others are not. The way that they do their business is going to be totally different from one person to another. That's why that individual attention is necessary for each agent, because the action steps that each agent is going to have to take in order to become successful is going to be determined by the types of lead generation they do. So when we get to this point, we're going to start seeing a little bit of separation between the people. But this part's the same. For each and every agent, you have to think it, and you have to think it long enough that you're going to feel it, and you have to feel it long enough that you're going to believe it. And then once you truly believe it, you take the action steps necessary. You do the tasks that are necessary for you to be successful in your business. And because you're going to make sure that whatever steps you take here, whether it be action or inaction or the wrong actions are going to be done in order to confirm what foundation you laid early on. All right, well, I'm Donald Leonard. I'm your certified real estate coach. This has been our Thursday Thrust. If I can ever help you with any coaching matters, be happy to do that. Please get in touch with me at donald.recoach@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help you. We'll do another video next week on our Thursday Thrust, and we'll talk to you then.